I was not a matcha person. Now I can't imagine living without matcha. So let this video be your changing guide into a healthier life with matcha. Okay. I started my matcha journey with a very cheap matcha. The cheaper, for me, the better, and I'm pleased the most of it. So shifted that mindset because for me, that's a deficiency mindset. Okay. Matcha, what is matcha, by the way? Like, we're going through like, what is matcha? What is my personal experience with matcha? How do I make matcha? And after those 10 minutes, you will be filled with so much information. And I hope this will really benefit you because matcha is an incredible source. And at the end of the video, I am telling you about right now the most up-to-date trend, which is really important to know when it comes to buying matcha, consuming matcha. So make sure you stay to the end to really get those updates. Okay, so what is matcha? Matcha is green tea. Like, pure matcha are grounded green tea leaves. And the special thing about matcha is because they are, especially before their harvest, they are 90% in shade. Like, they're shaded so that those leaves can grow even bigger. They will be also a little bit thinner. They will create more chlorophyll in German, chlorophyll, and also they have more antioxidants. So it's a really game-changing powder, life ingredient you can use, which is important to know when you buy matcha. There are so many different products for matcha, and the fresher the matcha, the better the matcha. So if you can get matcha right after they win harvest, boom, wonderful. Also look at the matcha, how the color is. For example, if it's very green, it tells you, okay, really it's more fresh than when it's like more of a dark gray green, then it's mostly like less fresh, unfortunately. If you had matcha so far, you maybe know that matcha is kind of like slightly bitter, which is just a natural taste of matcha. And why is matcha different, for example, than to regular green tea? Because matcha is those leaves grounded. So you have taken a few leaves and in a really nice process, grounding them to fine powder, which you consume. While green tea is just like cut it leaves, and then you consume just the water. And here you really actually integrating the powder within your body, which is, I would say, incredible. Why matcha? Why should you say now, okay, Laura, let's give it a try. You convinced me. I hope I do. So matcha can relieve your stress. Matcha has so many antioxidants, which is so important to like those free radicals we have everywhere. So increasing your antioxidants really helps you to create this bigger, better immune system, become more healthier. Also, which for me was actually the way, or like the most big argument why I changed to matcha, is matcha can decrease your anxiety. And I started matcha over a year ago now because I had so much anxieties, and I knew coffee is increasing my anxieties and matcha is decreasing my anxiety. So I'm like, okay, bye coffee, hi matcha. Matcha helps you detoxify as well, helping you with like a healthier skin. There are some quotes saying that matcha also helps you when you have cancer. I would be very careful with that. If it does, wow, everybody just please take matcha. But overall, matcha is really helping you to live a healthier and I would say fulfilled life. Because why fulfilled life? When I'm in my bed every evening, I can't wait to wake up to have my matcha in the morning, because I am so looking forward to just, have my matcha. It's really a ritual. It's a ritual. How do you make matcha? I'm demonstrating right now, and see in the shorts, please, how I really actually make a matcha, because we have to keep up the fun, right? So you have your mug. I would say have a zipper. So you have your zipper, and then you take the matcha, the powder, and from here you start taking, people say like between 1.5 and 2 grams. and then you put it into your sieve here, and then you start sieving it so it falls down, obviously. And then sometimes I use my bamboo whisk, but most of the time I like my electro whisk. And then I pour kind of like this much water into my cup, and I sieve it. I hope that's not weird that I'm just demonstrating a matcha. And then I have this really nice foam. This is really nice thing about matcha. It creates this beautiful foam. And then I top a little bit more water on it so that the cup is almost not even half full, a little bit over half full. And then I just add some milk on it. So this is how I do my matcha. Please check out the short for the real life making matcha. I already had 2 matchas, so I don't want to drink another matcha. And I don't want to waste also the matcha because it's too rare of a product. Why? Stay till the end, then you know why. So yeah, this is how I make my matcha. And honestly, this is the biggest thing I am looking forward to in the evening for the next day, because it is such a ritual. It is my time. It is my time starting healthy and vibrant into my day. I have my matcha. I sit then somewhere in silence, or maybe mostly in the garden when it's sunny. Have my matcha, and a special thing I started since a few weeks, because I do believe in the power of our mindset. Every time I have my matcha, I'm telling myself, I do enough, I have enough, I am enough. Because there were a lot of times where I really struggled with I am enough. So I just started increasing those mindset shifts into something I do daily. So I also do daily telling myself I'm enough. Before I tell you the trend, like the up-to-date updates on matcha, one more thing I would like to mention, like my true personal experience with matcha, with the brands I had. I'm not going into like each brand, what brand is like for me like the best one to explore. If you wish that, I am so happy to make a video on those individual brands, like in one video on those individual brands. Let me know in the comments, please. I would love to, but I'm here to serve you, so please let me know. Otherwise, what I want to share with you with my matcha journey is I started my matcha journey with a very cheap matcha, because I used to always look for like the cheaper, for me the better, and then please the most of it. But I so shifted that mindset, because for me that's a deficiency mindset and I don't value the quality. And then over a year now, you can see I truly shifted, and not even in my matcha buying process, even in my entire life, that I'm validating that I'm validating more the quality of things, and being more mindful of like, okay, if I buy this cheap matcha, of course I can have 4 matchas a day because I have more of the powder, but how good is this serving my long-term goal of being healthy, instead of having maximum 2 really good cups of matcha, which I'm enjoying in stillness and mindfulness and silence with full awareness. So it just really shifted my perspective of food, quality, spending my money, being wise about my money. So after a year of matcha, I can tell you this really, really shifted my life. And I'm so happy, because it really brought me through like a very tough, anxious time. And yeah, if you feel at some point there is a change in my life, and if you're still watching, then there is something for you here. Maybe that's with just starting with matcha, and I highly recommend look out for a good matcha quality. Go to like your matcha stores, or like grocery stores, yes and no, and get a good consultant on a good matcha. And if you would like really a video on all of those matcha brands, let me know, because then I will make a video for sure, 100%, fingers crossed. And now, as I promised, those biggest updates from like a matcha cafe here in town, where I know the owner, really great couple, and they just released beautiful information in a newsletter, which is true. Matcha is becoming so popular internationally. There are like matcha companies rising from everywhere. Like you can buy matcha everywhere. I just went to like the mainland, Vancouver a few days ago where we had like a raspberry something matcha, a passion fruit something matcha, and my friends loved it. It was so great. But also they made aware of, because of the demand is so high, that also the prices will increase. If you're looking out for the good matcha, you will be out of stock at some point, because you can't force it to grow. You can have bigger plantages, I'm sorry for my English. But also if you really want to have good quality, then at some point you have to wait, because nature takes time to grow. And I think we all should honor that, to really look into the good quality instead of the fast, cheap stuff just to get our needs filled at some point. So this is a shout of, be very mindful when you consume matcha, when you go and buy matcha, and maybe also get in touch. This is what I love most about, like, get in touch. Where's this matcha coming from? I know I get so emotional about that, but where is this matcha coming from? What is the farm doing? Who are those logistics people are bringing it into the country where you live? Because I feel matcha is such an incredible product source here to really increase your life. And if you are here to live a happy and fulfilled life, then matcha is your thing to go. Thank you so much for listening. If you are looking for some more videos, check out my channel. Please subscribe my channel, really important, so you can help me grow with everything I do. I love creating those videos for you. And check out the shorts, because there are so many more little things about matcha popping up. Do my yoga sessions, do my meditations for really living a happy and fulfilled life. And if you like, give me more of you, Laura. Sure, here I am. Sign up for my newsletter, and you will hear more from me. Thank you so much for being here. From my heart to yours. Namaste.